So how's everyone doing out there today? So one thing I want to share with you guys, and this is pretty true with most cars nowadays. I did this with all the Accords, but is the gaps. They're definitely not perfect. Even on here, I've noticed the hood sticks up more in certain spots. The door sits, when you close it, it sticks out more. So it's not even. So there's an easy way to do some minor adjustments on that. And also the trunk, where the trunk closes, the lights line up here. Easy way to adjust that too. Like this side right here, if you notice, doesn't line up. See how the trunk on this side's down? So that means the right side needs to get raised a little bit to line up more even. And you can do that. There's a little adjustments you can do. But I've noticed that when I did a once over on the walk, little things like that. It's not perfect, it's still a Honda. So how you do that on here, if you guys don't already know, I'll share it with you again. These little pegs here. So you're going to spin this to the left and it's going to make this little peg come out more. And by doing that, when you shut it, that little stopper will hit faster, which will raise this. As you can see, it's already closing that gap. So you just have to see which way you want to go with it. So if you loosen it up, it extends that bumper, which will mean when you close it, it holds it up more. Okay? This side's good, so I'm not messing with that. Now, same thing with the doors here. You see right here? So if you want the door to get sucked in more, you spin this to the right and it'll pull it in more. It's minor adjustments too. So if it's something major you have to do, you're gonna have to mess with the latch though. But for little adjustments, it'll make a difference. So like I said, if it's major, you're gonna have to move this. And be careful when you do this too. But if the door's sticking out too much, you loosen those two screws and you can adjust this inward a little bit. So then when you shut it, it'll suck the door in further. Like I said, I would put tape on this first to mark it where it is. And it's minor adjustments. You want to loosen them ever so slightly and then just kind of move it to the side. Okay? And then same thing with the hood here. There's one right here, and there's one on this side. So you want to see where the gap is. You can raise or lower the hood on that side. So like if you feel right here, you kind of feel how that is. And you go on this side, you feel how that is. You kind of want to even them up here. So if this one drops too much, then take that grommet and spin it, and vice versa. And you can level it out pretty good. Like I did it on this car when I first got it. It's the first thing I did, and they were pretty far off. This right side here dropped down a ton. So like when you felt it was a big drop. So I extended the grommet, which raised the hood on this side so it's more even with the bumper here, And then these lines here, if those don't line up, I would take it to the dealer because they have to loosen the hinge on them and adjust the actual hood. I wouldn't mess with that because what happens if you start messing with that too much, then it'll throw it off where the latch won't latch. Then you have to move the latch too, and it's a pain in the butt if you get it kicked off a little bit. So again, a lot of things you can do yourself. So what I would do, walk around your car, little things like that, move those grommets around, and you'll notice they make a nice little adjustment. Nothing crazy, but they can make just enough where you're happy with it. And that's, in my case here, what I did. And it's a lot better too. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you didn't already know, I'm sure you did. Again, I appreciate it. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks, everybody.